So here it is, the Porsche Taycan, the star of the show without a doubt. Now, since this car was first shown in concept form as the Mission E, I think back in 2015, everybody's been waiting impatiently, myself included, for the first glimpse of Porsche's entry into the electric era. This is definitely the star of the show here in Frankfurt. It's very much a Porsche in its overall aesthetic, and its proportions, and its volumes, and its surfacing. The proportions are right, the size is right, the typology of the vehicle. It's really interesting to see the sedan making a resurgence here in Frankfurt, because this isn't the only vehicle on show. But for Porsche, it definitely makes sense. Now, this is the more sporting vehicle. Clearly, they could have launched it in an SUV type thing, this electric powertrain, but it is very, very impressive from a design standpoint. What I love really is its purity, its simplicity, its brand identity is readily apparent from the front face through to the body side, through to the rear end, with that beautiful lamp that goes all the way across. Now, there's a lot that could be said about this vehicle, particularly from an aerodynamic perspective. Certainly, Porsche didn't jump into this quickly. It's taken a bit of time to develop the right thing. VW Group as a whole really took their time to perfect the electric powertrain. Now, first impressions are really important. This is going to really make a splash because the quality is Porsche. The powertrain, the delivery is Porsche. The sustainability of that performance is Porsche, but also it's very, very much a Porsche from a quality perspective, and that's really what is massively important right now, is that there's nothing really to compete in the space. We've seen Tesla, which obviously everybody's going to refer to because they've been the innovators in this segment for years now, but Tesla could never get away with the level of quality if they were to launch now. Where it really gets interesting is the interior. If anybody's ever sat in a Tesla knows the interior levels of quality are nowhere near what they are in this. Porsche, of course, doesn't do stuff half-assed. The interior on this vehicle is absolutely sublime from a quality perspective, certainly. Also, the technology that's there. There are a few screens, as in any product nowadays, there's going to be a few screens. But it's really quite interesting in the way that there is redundant information. There's a screen on the passenger side which displays different information than the screen in the middle. The screen in the middle is more for the driver operating certain functions of the vehicle itself. And there's a lot of quality in terms of the screen because the gauge pack is a screen that's curved right in front of you. The way that it sits on top of the IP is really very, very well done as well. It's very elegant. It's not just a tablet, right? Not just a block of screen in front of you. Now, there's really only one competitor. Everybody's talking about it. It's Tesla and the Model S. Certainly with competitors and entrants like the Porsche Taycan into the mix, it's just going to make it that much harder. Forget about the price difference. Like, comparatively, if you cross-shop Tesla with this, it's night and day in terms of quality. It's night and day in terms of performance, in terms of usability, in terms of sustained performance. This is much smaller in terms of proportions. It's excellent in terms of package. It is, more compact. It's more of a sports car than a practical, usable, everyday vehicle, even though it's got 4 doors. I think that's more to kind of rationalize the purchase. If you take away the silly name, Turbo, the turbo nomenclature is absolutely ridiculous on a car like this. This is really the one to watch, certainly the star of this show, and I'm a big fan.